All right, what's up? Welcome back. This wasn't really podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Ashley Ray.
And we have a special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, our guest.
Okay, I am Lauren Ashley, aka Lala Speaks. I have a podcast, sports podcast, Play No Games podcast. Mm-hmm. So, I'm struggling, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
We all struggling. Right now.
I wore my jersey for the sports lady. Hey.
Oh, I didn't know you had a reason. I just thought you had it on.
Shit, I just had it on.
That's how he had later on.
It goes together.
I know. Love basketball. I'm playing for somebody's heart today.
Okay.
You gonna get questions.
Mm-hmm. So
what we talking about?
Wash.
Nah, we talk about, I say, since you have the sports-based podcast, well, first off, let us know a little bit about the podcast.
Okay, so it's sports from a woman's point of view, and then mixing in like with a little bit of dating and like basically not being ashamed that you ain't make it, in your 30s. So I started it late last year. Like I went through this whole, this is 30. And I was like, well, I'm not where I wanted to be at 30, but it's okay. So I'm going to show it, like, especially through sports, and then me just hitting the reset button. I literally hit reset button. I came back home and I said, okay, I'm going to start over. And it's okay to do that. It's nothing wrong with it. And Play No Games is basically my journey that I don't want to play anymore. I literally, like, this is it. It's the game. It's game time now. Like for real. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta keep it moving.
Hey, so you played sports in high school, college?
Yeah. I played basketball from like second grade up until my junior year of high school. Well, actually, I played. Well, when I first started, I was really tall, so I was a power forward.
All right.
And then I had the forward position. Like I played pretty much all around. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to high school, when it wasn't like I was going to be on varsity, I stopped playing basketball. And then that's where my love for football came in even more. I became a sports trainer and I was on the football field. And that's how I really picked up the game of football. Like sitting there on the sidelines, having to understand, go to practice, understand every position, not looking all crazy.
Looking at the dudes.
Yeah, that's good. That was, that was really cool to,
That was
yeah. No, but I used to make a joke I was the water girl, but I mean, I really tried to learn, and I thought about doing sports medicine, and then I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be wrapping people's feet all the time. That's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
You do it.
I used to hate the trainers that didn't know how to rap. So I'd be like, man, just give me the head trainer. I don't need them trainers.
Yeah. And that's the thing that happened when in high school. Our head trainer ended up passing away. And the new one, he wasn't like the old school trainer. He wasn't really going to sit there and teach you and stuff like that. He's just do it. All right, get out the way. It was really weird. He was younger. It's like, okay, new school trainers.
Right.
That old school, back in the day.
Yeah, they treated it like a class. So they would practice and, so by the time the game came, they were good. Well, there were a few of them that were good at actually doing everything they were supposed to. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess my thing is, so what did you decide to do instead of sports medicine?
So growing up, I always I had a fond for radio personalities. So I wanted to be on the radio. So I went to school for communications in radio, television, and film. And people always said oh, well, won't you do film or video? And I was like, I don't want to do video. I'd rather be the mystery behind the mic. You hear my voice, but would you really pair my face with my voice? So that was my whole thing. Because growing up, that's how I used to look at the radio. I used to think that guys like Marco Spoon. I had a whole different picture of him.
Oh, what does he look like? I don't even know what he looks like.
He does not look like how I imagine. I imagine this dark skin, bald, sexy chocolate. No.
What do he look like? I don't even know.
Light skin, salt and pepper hair, looking like somebody's grandpa.
Sugar daddy season.
But it's not like, you know how.
But that voice though.
Yes.
That voice gets you all the time. I'm like,
so when I finally met him in college, I was like, no, this is not what I imagined in my head. Like, you're playing tricks on me. No. But he was really, really,
all them
really
radio
nice.
personalities. All them people on the radio play tricks on me. Though. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Mad Hatter? Oh. But,
yeah, it does that. Because, like, I think it was, who, in Houston, okay, so Nate was here.
Yeah.
And I heard her voice, and then I saw her, and I was like, what the hell?
Okay, yep.
I was like, but then I would, you know, they used to say that people have a face for radio, and I never understood that. Now I do. I don't have a face for radio. I know that much. That ain't gonna work. No. But I was like really into it, and I always just like really enjoyed it because you can keep moving around, like as long as you're listening, hearing people, and you're like, okay, and that you may be doing other stuff, and you don't catch on that you're actually learning from doing all this stuff. Right,
from moving. But okay, so with that, you decided to go into like the radio journalism route rather than sports medicine or anything like that. So why exactly did you say you didn't like video? Why you like radio over video?
Well, first of all, when I was in college and then understanding how it was too much to me, video is a lot of parts, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't, if you think about it, some people, when they do video, you can't just be one person doing it. You have so many parts. But then now I'm figuring out, since I started this podcast, there's so many levels to all of it. Like, what I learned in school was, like, not enough.
Right.
I could have learned a lot more, and then maybe probably been more open to do video sooner. But I fell in love, like, with telling a story. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like I shouldn't be in front trying to tell you the story. I think that I always like voiceovers.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm starting to really like voiceovers.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh my God, that is so. I'll know your voice. I'm like, that's so and so. But putting it with a face, I'll be like, that is not good. That's not how you're supposed to look.
That's not you.
That's not you. That's not you. I don't know who knows your voice.
It happens. Like, you got girls that got, like, I call them, they got that girl 6 voice where, like, when they talk, it's like,
yes, that's my movie.
Face
that's my movie.
Yes. And so one thing that I did when I was an undergrad, I used to intern at the radio station, and then I worked at the bank, and I was a teller. So I would go through. I was in the drive-through with the mic, and so one thing my mentor always told me was, you treat that mic like the drive-through mic, like it's the mic in the radio station. So you learn how to pose yourself. You smile when you talk, and you'll sound pleasant, and you'll really catch on. And that's like followed me everywhere, because that one situation of me being in the drive-through on the mic. And then I got a job where I worked in the call center, and my boss used to say, like, you sound so good on the phone. I'm like, what? Like, what's so good on the phone? Like, I know how to talk. That's
right.
You know, like, it just throws me off when people say, huh?
That's why he's like, I got this side business I need you to talk for. Like, it's hotline we get on.
Yeah, so like when I worked in the call center, that my headset, I used to like take pictures, and I'd be like, I look like girl 6. And even now I do the same thing. I'm like, yep, this is like girl 6 over here.
That's Ashley's dream job.
I know.
Ashley can't stay serious long enough to be in no girl 6 call.
You don't know. Show me the money, and I might.
You never know. You never know. Like,
Amber, I don't know.
What not? You couldn't do that because as soon as he say something nasty, whatever, you're like, what you want me to do, sir?
You want me to put it well?
But my thing was, it's not even about the girl six part of like that, like the operator part. I worked in a call center where I took complaints a lot. So I was in fraud. And in fraud, the people would call you, cussing you out. I'm not put them on mute. I don't know where your damn money is, okay? I didn't take
you know.
They were just, it would be a trip. I'm like, no, it's not. It ain't that serious. And same thing now, like with my job, I put them people on mute or I hang up and I'm like yelling. I'm like, whew.
Yeah. You got to hold it.
Don't nobody really see me.
Right. So how are you holding up with because I know you're a sports person, but how are you holding up in like this quarantine time? We have no sports or anything going on.
The sports lockdown.
Sports lockdown. So at first, like with basketball season, I was like, okay, we're just gonna get through basketball season. Basketball is not my favorite sport anymore. Mm-hmm. Just because of how it's evolved. I don't know who playing for what team anymore. Like, I'm like, where's playoffs? Then I'll pick a team. March Madness, I was very upset about because I really do like college ball.
Yeah,
so, it's okay. It'll be okay. But now it's about to affect the NFL season, and I'm not with it. I'm about to lose it. I've gone through ESPN, so I have ESPN Plus, and I've gone through majority of the documentaries. Watching old footage, but I won't watch like the newest old games because I'm like, man, I remember that. Okay, I don't need to worry about that anymore. Like, it's just gonna make me sad. Like when they were showing, ESPN was doing like Monday Night Football, and I was like,
yeah,
y'all know it ain't even football season. Y'all just trying to make people depressed.
Yeah, they want you to think about football, even though just in case you don't get to see it later.
Yeah, but it's been interesting with no football. The fact that I do watch documentaries on sports, and then I done gone through. I feel like every TV show, old TV show possible.
Right.
Like I watch Living Single again.
Oh, that's my show.
I watched that again for the 15th millionth time. If they would put Martin on Hulu, that would be great.
I need all of them to be on streaming service. I need Martin on streaming service. I need Jamie Foxx on a streaming service. I need all of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm take Jamie Foxx.
So
no Jamie Foxx. No Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx wasn't bad. Like there's certain shows that wasn't too bad. Like I will start watching the game just to make me feel better about sports.
Yeah.
Like
when you're cool.
But before it's on BET.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's on
BET.
Before.
Yeah, before the BET the game.
Oh yeah, because when it got to BET, it just went.
Yeah, it's like that's what shows going to die.
Yeah.
No. And then, but yeah, like that's all. Like football, movies. This is my time that I am starting to take I am looking at the documentaries, and it helps me be able to figure out how to explain. I guess I'm taking the time to really work on my craft and understand.
That's good.
I was going to ask you how you navigate with your podcast, like with the times being like this and stuff. Like what was the episode like right now?
Topics.
Yeah.
It's sketch. It's like I need to now maneuver. So I still need to record this week's podcast. I haven't yet. I don't know what to do. I did just finish watching the Michael Vick.
I was watching that.
So 30, I think 30? Yes.
Yeah, I was watching that.
I want to figure this out because I think that I do need to talk about it. The Aaron Hernandez doc dropped at the wrong time. If it would have dropped now, that would have been perfect. But I've already talked about Aaron Hernandez. And the Michael Jordan documentary is coming out in a couple weeks. The last thing.
Okay.
So I think I'll have I think it's 5 parts. I'll have 5 episodes on Michael Jordan.
When does that come out?
The 19th.
April 15th.
Oh yeah. It might be, next week.
15, 19, something like that.
Yeah.
Like this week.
It's next week, and it's just like it's I think it's 5 parts, and it's different nights, but it's not 5 nights in a row. They're breaking it over 5 weeks.
Okay.
Just trying to give people something to watch on television.
Right. But they were supposed to show it. It was supposed to show like in June or July, but they moved it up because of everybody being.
We ain't got nothing to do.
They ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to talk about. Free agency with football has been driving me nuts.
Is it true they got rid of the XFL?
Yes, they got rid of the XFL.
Why? I was starting to realize
because they can't hold, like, okay, you suspended the season.
Right.
They can't keep all those people on because they ain't made no money.
Right.
They failed a couple years ago, and these are people that are, I don't want to say like has-beens, but maybe
none of them really play. Like when I was watching, what is it? The Rock? Who's in Houston? The Roughnecks. Okay, it was really good.
But I mean, you have to consider their competition too. But you're right. Like you have people on there that are gonna have some talent, but like Lala was saying, it's kind of a they kind of like has been or didn't quite make it people. So put them in that same category.
So you're like, okay, so y'all did see the Aaron Hernandez doc, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the Aaron Hernandez doc, when they were talking about the guy that he ended up killing, he would have played in the XFL.
Right.
There's stuff like that.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like a bunch of people you don't know, and you might as well go out there. To me, I'd rather go out and go watch a football team, like a high school football team.
Right.
Or college football, somewhat.
Right. Yeah, like you have they're like a step above the weekend warrior football teams. The ones that you can go watch it, like when we were at Hempstead,
semi-pro.
Yeah, Hempstead semi-pro teams and shit like that. That's the XFL is a step above that. So
because I wouldn't even say it's like the big 3 for basketball.
Right.
Like the big 3, you know those people. XFL, you're like, who?
Yeah.
Like the Cowboys just signed somebody from the XFL, and I'm like, who's that? Like,
is that's your team, the Cowboys?
I'm a Cowboys fan, a big Cowboys fan.
Dear Lord, we gonna pray for her.
Cowboys fans be struggling. My mama a Cowboys fan.
Really? She's a really good woman. She got her head on straight.
I like his mama, but I'm gonna call her later. Talk.
But you know what? Like the Cowboys, a lot of people hate on the Cowboys, but they're a really good team. Like I understand their dynamic. We just ain't won in a long time. We ain't gone to the Super Bowl in 20 years.
Right.
When you look at other teams, you look at like the Texans. At the rate they going and getting rid of who they getting rid of, they ain't never gonna go to the Super Bowl. So sorry.
Super Bowl, right? This year.
Not
if you come on now. Now with Bill O'Brien, he is not Belichick.
Hell no, we ain't going.
I want him fired like yesterday, but he got road team.
See, and that's the thing. Like that's the only thing. Like I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a baby, and I mean Houston just got the Texans. I mean Oilers was here and gone. I didn't even pay attention. So that's the only other Texas team. At least I'm still Texas and not like, an Eagles fan. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not the same. You Cowboys fan.
Yeah. Cowboys is a different breed of fan base, though. Like, it's not like regular fans.
Nah, y'all different.
Why do you say that?
Because I think you're going to win every year.
They delusional.
Yes.
Like,
you think that all Cowboys fans are? I guess I'll say I've always told people I'm a realist Cowboys fan. I'll say when we suck, and I'll tell you the honest truth. But I'll break it down too. Like, look at our biggest problem has been Jerry Jones. If you go back and look at the history of the Cowboys, it's been Jerry since he started since he bought the Cowboys. He just wants to do everything. He wants to be in total control. And that's not going to work.
Like a slave master.
No, I wouldn't say he a slave master per se. Because the thing is, Jerry loves all his players. Like, he loves them genuinely like they're his children. It's not like he's getting rid of people because he don't want to pay them, or like Bill O'Brien having an issue with DeAndre Hopkins' personal life and having all them kids. That ain't none of your business.
Have all them baby mamas.
That ain't none of your business, sir.
Not at all.
It's distraction.
Like, if Bill O'Brien was married and he got divorced, that's like somebody saying you should have never got divorced. Why you married her in the first place then? Like, that's taking it out of you. Come on, we're literally about football. I don't need you worried about if I'm not causing no problems. And I don't think to me, he wasn't a big problem.
No, he wasn't, but the baby mamas, though.
Well, I mean, they come with the territory.
Nah, it was all stupid, though. Like I said, everything he's doing is stupid. But we'll see what happens.
It's hard to make a move with Bill O'Brien right now.
What's the question?
Oh, could you date someone, Lala, that doesn't like sports?
Oh, okay. So I tried that.
What kind of men you date?
So it's kind of hard, I really like, if you like sports, great. We'll have something to talk about. Because, like, I'm like the best of both worlds. I'm your buddy that'll go watch the games with you. We can debate. And then I'm your girlfriend. Like, I could be girly at the same time, But I'm not going to be sitting there while we're watching the game like, so what just happened? So who's that? Like, you're not going to have to, like, coach me through the entire game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to you have to worry about me talking during the game.
What if you got to coach him?
I mean, I can do it per se. I would hope after a couple games you caught on and just not to don't bother me,
Don't bother.
If you don't like it.
I feel like what kind of man do you know that has gone their whole life and they learn nothing about sports?
I know several dudes.
I've met several.
I know some dudes that don't like sports. They lie to you.
But like they don't know
game
and that's a problem for me. Like, I had I'll say, like, it's been 5 years now. 5 years ago I met this guy. He was here, like, conversation great. We talked about everything. And then he was like, I don't watch sports. I don't know nothing about sports. I'm like, what you mean you don't know nothing about sports? Like, do you know what ball go with what sport? Like, what is the problem? Like, what are we okay?
What did he like to do?
He just was like a business guy.
Oh.
So, but he wanted to talk. I'm like, if I gotta act like I like what you like, you need to at least try to act like you like.
Right. Try.
So, like, one day he had called me. It was on a Sunday. He had called me and he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm watching football. Okay, call me when the game is over.
Okay.
It was 9, 10 o'clock. He's like, why you didn't call me back? I said, you said call you when the game is over. You do know that football Sundays is all day till at least 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm working on.
I turn it back. He clocking.
I feel like you give a woman a pass to be like, well, I don't really know what's going on here. What just happened? If you want to know what's going on in the play, things like that, it's all right. Because, like, women, I don't expect for a woman to know. But, like, a man, like, you can't, it's hard to go your whole life without having a sports conversation. To me, I feel like it's hard to have.
Like, this person even was like, well, we were long distance. So he was like, oh, if you come up here, we'll go to a game, but I'm going to put on my headphones.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just don't even go.
No.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm good. We don't need to go.
Yeah, like, I'm a well-rounded person. Yeah, but there's some sports I'm not into. Like, I barely know anything about baseball.
Okay.
I'm not quick.
I don't really like soccer like that, but I'm into
I don't know nothing about soccer. Hockey.
I want to go to a hockey game.
It's too cold.
It's too cold.
Being there asleep, or that's just
I'm probably being there. Lord Jesus.
Like, God, dog, I need gloves, hat, a coat, everything.
But I had like I've dated people where like we go out, and I'm a big track person because track is one of the best sports. So like my niece had like a track meet. We went out to the track meet, and like we had a conversation, and she was like, if we had kids, like I wouldn't go to any of the outdoor sports. And I'm like, well, I like outdoor sports though. She's like, well, that's your area.
Yeah, I can do the outdoor sports.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like, well, I mean, if it's raining too bad or thunderstorm, they don't play anyway, so you're good.
Right. But she was like, it was hot. It was hot out there. And so I was like, yeah, but because it was summer track. My niece was doing summer track, so it's track meets.
When I was in middle school, I did track, and I quit because it was too hot outside. But I played indoor basketball.
Yeah. I like, well, I don't want to say I like being outside, but I like track and I like football, so I'm used to being in the heat. And so
I do like track. I ain't been to a track meet in a long time, but I like track. I never like to run it, but I watch.
Yeah,
I don't like to run. That was my problem.
Me neither. I quit in high school.
I think that's why the whole thing with basketball eventually, because I got tired of always running. I'll say when I was playing, I was very fit. Now, I ain't that fit no more. So.
Yeah, sports.
It is.
Yeah. So no, I remember I used to be really tight, like really, 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 really skinny, and now I eat everything in sight. So
we're in our 30s now. It's all going.
Yeah, it's different. It's totally different.
It is different.
Man,
alcohol plays a part.
Yeah, it does.
A lot.
Yeah, so alcohol is definitely getting me through this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and during this quarantine, I've gone through so much alcohol that it's not even funny. Like I've been through all my wine bottles, liquor. At one point, I was drinking all kind of shit. I had made mimosas at the house. Like,
I'm finding liquor in my closet. I was like, oh, I got a whole crown and some Syrah. That's sad.
Yeah,
I asked my dad the other day because I went to go. I've been having virtual happy hours, so I was looking for. I had some Crown, and I know I didn't drink it all yet. And so I was like, Daddy, where's the Crown? He goes, I don't know. You probably drank it. And I was like, no. I know if I would have drunk it at this point. Like, no. The bottles of wine, totally different. Them gone. He was like, you drunk all the wine? I said, wasn't but 2 cups in there anyway, in the bottle.
Basically, wine is gone.
That's just juice.
I feel like once I open a wine bottle, I have to finish it because
you have to.
You have to. It's something right. Wine is gone. I got like 2 more bottles left, and I need to go back and get some more right today.
Yeah, like I said, I was gonna attend. I'll leave the house just to go to the liquor store. Now I'm coming back.
I went yesterday, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, I seen your little snap, whatever. You went to Walmart?
Oh yeah, no, I was in Walmart because.
So that's when you took the bite?
No, hell no.
Looking like a wild old and shit.
Nah.
I'll roll up some Kroger's in the bike. It don't matter.
Now, if I had like one of them little, what's those bike chains, so I could tie my bike up, I would. Yeah. Nah, I drove to Walmart and, people are just going with this whole thing, masks and gloves and all the shit.
That's why I won't leave the house. My mom called me earlier and was like, well, do you need anything from the store? Did you go to the store? And I was like, for what? If it don't come through Amazon Prime or be delivered, I don't need to go.
Yeah, I ended my Instacart membership last month too, and I wish not last month, the month before all this shit happened, like in February, I ended my Instacart membership, and now I need it.
They should be able to give you some kind of deal to come back.
Right. I feel like they should give me a couple months free just because of the quarantine shit.
True. Yeah. Is cable giving a discount? Because I don't want to pay this shit no more.
I ain't got no cable, so.
I don't know about the cable. I know there's like So I work in mortgages, so I know, like, I heard that people are getting their loans in forbearance, you know, trying to defer it out. I asked somebody yesterday about phone bills. Like, I mean, we going through it.
Yeah. I paid all my bills, and I'm like,
The only one I haven't really been messing with is, like, my car note. And I know, like, they have said stuff about, you know, they called me for 2 days in a row, like, well, has anything changed? I said, no. When the president tell you something else, that COVID-19 is doing something else for us, then guess what? When I know, you'll know. When the whole America know, that's when you get a payment. Because right now, I ain't driving the car, and if you want to come pick it up, come pick that shit up.
You're right. I still gotta go to work. Damn.
But see, I'm working from home, so
yeah, you luck. That's why I be like, I want to work from home, and I'm like, no.
It has its moments. I know that much. It is really some days it's cool. Some days I'm like, oh my God. You really start to understand that if you know your 5 love languages, those also apply like with working and interacting with your coworkers.
I heard that.
Quality time is really big for me, and yeah, it's killing me.
Yeah,
because I'm not getting the same quality time, or like one-on-one, or like, you know, office gossip. Like when you go to somebody's desk and you chit chat, go get a snack or something like that. Yeah, my snack is me walking to the refrigerator.
I didn't realize I missed people this much until I just couldn't see anybody. Because like I work in school. I don't have a class, so I'm not a teacher, but like I have to go in meetings all the time, and all my meetings are Zoom meetings. So like I didn't realize like how much people interaction I really missed until because we've been out of school since March 6th. So
you're a people person. You're a people person.
And that's the thing about me. I'm a people person that's a homebody too. So after all this, I've said I will not be in the house anymore. This was because I was trying to take this year up a notch. I was going to go travel, get out of my comfort zone. And Corona just, you know, she decided that she wanted
that down.
House.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just canceled our. We were supposed to be going to Denver in 2 weeks. Yeah. I just canceled that.
Oh, y'all canceled it?
Yeah, where we gonna go?
I know how we gonna go now.
I found a flight for $17 on Spirit to go to Vegas today.
Good luck. Good luck.
It's been about a couple weeks now. I was actually supposed to go to LA for the first time in the first week of May, and I paid $97 round trip. I was so excited, and then I was like, we ain't going nowhere. We just canceled it.
Yeah, we had a round trip flights to Denver for like $89.
Yeah, it was $89.
Yeah.
Can you get your money back, or do you have to credit it?
So what happened was, I should have paid for the insurance, and I would have got my money back. But because I didn't pay for the flight insurance, because I was like, man, that's fine with the credit though. I'm okay with having the credit, because that's gonna force me to still have to step out and go do something. Yeah,
and it's like, because that's how we got our credit. So, and I plan to take trips later anyway. So I guess I'm just going whenever they actually let us free.
Yes, because right now I swear this is, you know, as a culture, as Black people, I don't know. I see why we always out.
Yeah. This is too much being at home.
I don't see nothing wrong with it still, y'all.
Like,
it's saving money. I'm saving so much money right now. I'm like, man, when this shit is over, I'm going to have a great savings, because I ain't spending shit.
This is true. You have to, that's the positive of the situation. I know with me and my girlfriends, we've been doing these virtual happy hours, and I just pray my liver makes it out of all of this. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is my liver.
Stop drinking.
Because I mean, if I didn't have health problems before, if I hadn't had health problems before, I sure am about to get them.
Right.
Sitting up in this house.
It's not having the ability to leave that's the problem. It's like I don't mind being at home. Like I like being home. I think I've been kind of productive since I've been here, but it's just knowing that I can't go anywhere if I wanted.
Yes.
to.
That's true.
I used to well, due to this this is putting me on pause, but I do deliveries on the side for side money. And somebody's like, well, why don't you go do that to help you, keep your spirits up? I'm like, so you want me to get sick?
Right.
And that's another reason I'm kind of nervous of like how I go to work. We take temperature, we wearing masks all day at work, but damn, I still feel like as soon as I hear somebody coughing, like why?
Oh, that was me before we went home the week of St. Patrick's Day, and so I was in the office and somebody sneezed, and I said, okay, that's once. And then he did it again. I said, okay, y'all, if he sneezes one more time, I'm going home. Forget him. I'm going to take myself home. I was bringing like Lysol wipes with me in my purse.
I got it. I got everything in my purse. It's ready.
Yeah, and like they were like, can I have some of your wipes? No, you need to go get your own. Now you're trying to be clean. I've always been this way.
Right. You ain't never had no hand sanitizer? Like, why y'all have it?
Yeah.
You ain't never had Lysol wipes?
Okay, I can't find the Lysol spray, y'all. Nobody got it?
No, you can't find it.
I'm so mad because that's all I want. I want to spray the doors. I want to spray everything.
I can get you a can.
You got, okay, give me a can, man.
Yeah.
I gave mine to my brother, and now I'm like, oh, I need that back.
I want life to go back to normalcy, like when I could go in the store and buy the simplest things.
Yes. Toilet paper is completely gone every day.
Well, I'll say this. I think I understand the trick with the toilet paper.
What the hell?
Your normal brands that we all love and enjoy, you can't find them. Forget
right.
That. You need to hit up somebody who's a couponer because they got this shit in their closet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No lie.
See, I've already got to, but it's just bad. I just see it like I'm shopping for other people too sometimes, and I can't find it for them. And then they're like, I don't like this brand. You gonna take what I give you because they ain't got you. Like, no.
Yeah. I had checked on my great grandmother because she's 90, and you have everything. And people put stuff on Facebook like, do not go see her. I'm like, no. Go call her on the phone. Don't you go. Don't even drive by. Okay, she's fine. Just call her. Like, because she was like, they took all the toilet tissue. They took all the paper towels. Like, and it's just her out shopping. Huh?
She's out shopping?
No, she's not. No.
Okay. Oh, good. No.
She did her shopping before all this. Like, she does like the big bulk shopping for a couple months. So she did it just before all this, but she was like, it's just ridiculous. She's watching the news. That's what she goes to.
Yeah. The news is making me feel like I have it every night, so I'm trying not to watch so much.
Yeah, I had to turn it off. I definitely had to turn it off. I'm already a clean person, but I take more baths. I'm going through body wash like crazy. Like I'm buying body scrub, like did I just see? Maybe I got it.
Like, but I gotta be clean.
I will say that yesterday when I went to the store, I saw that like the water aisle actually had water all in it. That was the first time I had seen that in a while. Like,
it's like this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Kroger.
People don't want no water no more. They want alcohol. So,
well, I think the water situation, because they put limits on everything. So had they just put limits on it from the beginning, the store wouldn't look like they are. Mm-hmm. I think that's just my personal opinion.
I'm tired of the gloves. Like, come on. Some of these gloves look like y'all been wearing them for years. Why y'all got them gloves?
Like I said, I don't like the fact that people are wearing gloves and masks. And then like I went to go get some breakfast taco. And so I went to the Mexican place and like the dude came in with gloves and mask on, but he had his mask down here under his chin. And like where he went, he had the mask down there. I'm like, what you wearing the mask for?
That mask is irritating, y'all. I take it off in my dick. I can't lie. I can't breathe. I can't wear my glasses. My glasses getting fogged. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I gotta read stuff. It's just irritating. It's breaking me out a little bit. So
y'all wear masks the whole time you at work?
Yeah, we supposed to. I signed something saying I was gonna wear it, but I ain't gonna lie. I just wear it when I gotta go in the front by the elevator. That's it.
Man.
And my desk, I don't.
That's why y'all make your own that's more comfortable to you.
No, but see, they got everybody telling them to go. You can do a bandana, wear a bandana.
Yeah, I see a lot of people.
And I said, so you gonna make us all look like we robbing people,
right? I see a lot of that. Oh,
that's why the mayor told the criminals just chill.
Yeah,
just chill.
Nobody's
gonna y'all look.
Y'all don't rob nothing today.
Don't be robbing nobody right now. Okay, just take a break.
Take a break.
This will probably be the last thing, but did y'all see the turkey leg hut trucks?
Yes.
Turkey leg truck.
Yes. The lines up on the block.
They are.
They knew they was gonna be like that though.
I ain't going there.
Everybody got
social distance themselves or tell everybody to stay in their car.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's
like
a smart thing to
do. I went to Dan's to get some crawfish. You walk to the door, she say your name. She's like, we'll bring it to your car. Okay, no problem. You just say your name at the door, but you go back to your car. They didn't want nobody standing there. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I had a mask on.
HB line.
Somebody gonna have some over stuff.
And they was right here on my side of town too, on the north. It was off Veterans Memorial in the building.
My thing is, when they took pictures with the owner, he wasn't wearing no mask. I said, okay, see, you tripping.
Were they really close together?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
like it's normal.
Yeah.
The police officers got masks on and gloves, and he just chilling.
So that's my thing. They so damn dumb. Like, even at my job, they were like, we got to take a group picture. I said, we going to separate and take a picture long ways. And I'm not getting close to nobody.
Photoshop it back together.
They was like,
everybody hold your breath.
No, can't do it. The hell? This girl just told me she had pneumonia a month ago. I'm like, why you get... I don't want to be around nobody that was sick before. I was like,
But I think a lot of cases, if you think about it, if you were sick anytime last year, I think that we all had this.
And that's what I said. They didn't know what the hell was going on. Oh, that's just the flu. Probably was Rona. Thanks, Rona. But I wasn't sick yet. So now I'm trying to figure out.
Just take your vitamins, drink your orange juice, put a little splash of alcohol in, and you're good to go.
Right. Red wine every night. Get the blood flowing. That's my motto.
Yeah, man.
And I'm smoke a cigar too. This old man told me he drunk whiskey and smoked a cigar every day. And he been alive since 99.
Yep.
Shit.
That's what I be doing.
I said alcohol ain't bad. And you just smoke a little bit.
They say a tequila shot a day, keeps you away from the doctor.
That makes sense. Like, it makes sense to drink a little bit every once in a while. I mean, like every day. But I think everything is just about us being safe and, working on what we got to work on to get what we got to get, man. Because it's hard to make it through this thing because it's tough. It's just a unprecedented circumstance. So, I mean, with that, I don't know. Wash, you have anything else? I want to kind of cut it off here in a minute.
Nah, I'm good on everything else. Cause like I said, we kind of went into the main stuff and then talking about how we dealing with this shit, virus and stuff that we dealing with right now. So I'm good on my end. What about Ashley?
I think we lost Ashley, as a matter of fact.
Because she was over there jigging with that Wi-Fi, that Walmart.
Yeah, that Wi-Fi always cutting out. That shit always cutting out. But Lala, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to give you a chance to give all of your information out, social media handles, all that good stuff.
Okay. Thank you guys for having me. Like, I really appreciate it. So you can follow me on Instagram, Play No Games Podcast. On Twitter, it's Play No Games Pod. And then my personal stuff is Lala_Speaks on IG and Twitter. So that's where you can find me out here trying to not go crazy in the house.
Yeah, please stay safe.
But you're not going crazy in the house or having a virtual happy hour.
Right.
Yeah, it's getting there. But I'm just like, now I gotta go piece together what I'm gonna do with this no sports, which documentary I'm gonna watch now and try to break down.
Oh yeah,
all the 30 for 30s.
Yep.
All of them.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, with that, I mean, I think we're about done. Like I said, we appreciate you for just talking with us and meeting us on this Zoom meeting while we all quarantine.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do this again, like when it's like normal and everybody can interact again. Because I mean, it's one thing to meet somebody over Zoom and stuff, but everybody likes the regular interaction. So that's what I'm ready to do again in these streets.
Me too.
Definitely. Well, like we say, thank you again and stuff. And like as always, we hope you laughed a little, learned a lot. We hope it helped you find the remedy to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy podcast.
All right. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.